Joining me is Jennifer Hancock at Mayfield Village third grade class, and we just visited with their class experiencing GrowNextGen chick hatching. It is a project of the Ohio Soybean Council and Soybean Checkoff. And Jennifer, it's been a pleasure visiting with you, and your class is really interactive, outstanding, and sometimes maybe a handful, but they really like the chicks.
They are so excited. They loved it. We appreciate you coming. It's been the highlight of the year. You know, they wait 3 weeks to get to finally see these things emerge and watch it, and it's just been the best experience. So hopefully they, take this and remember it forever, and, who knows, maybe
yeah, your whole school knows about it, because when we checked in at the camera at the front, they said, can we help you? They said, yeah, we're here for the chick hatching. I'm like, oh, come in.
Come in, everyone. It's a big thing,
So how did you find out about this program and chicks in the classroom? Because I got to believe that's kind of an abnormal and a lot of activity for the kids.
It is. So it was, I think one of those, probably one of the Science News emails or something that I got that talked about ChickQuest, and I remember asking the principal. It was my first year back to the classroom because I was coaching before that, and I was like, can I do this? And we made sure, board policy, good, you can't have chickens, can't hold them if you're under 5. That was with board policy or something, but went to the class and got trained and got all the equipment that they provided us for free, and just.
So what all did they provide? I mean, you got to have certain things. Did they provide everything you needed for at least the first round?
Yes, everything. So we got an incubator, the egg turner, and then they gave us a starter supply of chicken food and the coupon to get the first round of eggs the first time we did it too. So all of that was free. So I think it was $400 worth of stuff. And I've been able to use it. This is year 3 and still use it today.
Yeah, Joel and I on the way up are talking, and we're heat lamp, heat bulb, but it's like the new technologies.
Yeah, the new
little red box, and they really cuddle right under it.
It is so, and it's much safer for in school too, that we don't have to worry about anything. Someone that's on, they stay here at school at night.
And you can watch them at home on YouTube.
I do watch them on YouTube. I sat in a meeting on Tuesday watching my chicks on YouTube.
And it was fun talking to kids about them explaining to their parents what they're doing, watching the video at home.
It was funny, and seeing them come in, and the parents came for open house, and we watched one hatch, or they'll see them, or they'll be come in and see it. So it's just a good way to share with the whole school. And
now they're also making a record of the life cycle of a chicken, drawing pictures, and it's amazing when you can, some of them go and it's they all got the same picture for that page in their head and drew it. I was like, wow, that's pretty good. Because a lot of times the teacher's is everybody getting it?
I think they just love it, and even the ones in the other class come over and visit and get to see it, and we've all done, put it on the door so people walking by can tell what's happening, and they just really are into it. I think that's one of the biggest things with kids now is they don't get to see that kind of stuff, and to help them understand science and the world around them and want to learn about it, it's really good, especially since COVID. Kids didn't get to the farm and didn't get to go out and see that stuff, so we bring it here.
Jennifer, when you got the idea, you saw the other school had this, how do you introduce that kind of a concept to a class in order to see how they're going to react, and where did you go from day one?
Well, I think if you tell an 8-year-old they're going to hatch chickens, it really goes, without saying, they are excited, and the buy-in. One of the perks of being in elementary school is they love it and they want to do it. They were eager to learn, and I can't even say every day they want to learn something else. From whether we looked at table eggs and looking at the parts of the inside and being able to tell the difference between a table egg and an egg that was fertilized, all those different things, the kids really just. They had no idea about it. So, everything they were learning was brand new. So we talked about the parts of the egg, and then how the incubator works, and how that's mimicking, the mom would be doing that. While we have geese on the roof doing the same thing. So we're watching it happen literally with real animals outside while they're in the incubator in here. But we shared, there's the poster that came with the class that we have that the kids look at every day to see what goes on. You get a few ews and wondering what's really happening inside that egg, but the first day you candle them and you show them.
And their reactions. What's the first thing you see when you candle it? And they all say, blood vessels.
And they knew. I mean, it was just that. And then when they actually see the egg move, the chick move inside the egg, you would think they won $1 million.
Well, the one little girl says, it was looking at me.
It was looking. They were so excited. Very well could have been. So, I mean, it's just been an amazing process, and they've learned so much. I know they told you everything.
Well, they did, and I realized that maybe technology has changed. We always called the part in there that contained the air sac, and I was quickly corrected by a couple of very polite students who said, it's an air pocket.
An air pocket. That's an air pocket.
And I can accept that some things do get renamed for a reason. So.
And and that they're not shy to share what they've learned. Like, they had so much fun being able to tell you and share their books and their learnings about why they wanted to do it, and just that they know that they're going to a good place after this, and going to have a good life, and that they'll get updates. That's probably their favorite part. So the lady that takes them will still send videos, and I'll message them over the summer, so they'll get to see the chicks, go from their cute little fuzzy stage to that kind of.
But nobody said they wanted to name them. I thought that was interesting.
We have one.
Oh, you do? Okay.
We have one name.
The little one?
The little one. The Sarama is going to be Amelia Egghart.
Oh, clever.
So we have one that with that, and so we're going to name the rest tomorrow before they go, because then they write notes to the lady that's taking them about them. So we'll do that.
So from beginning to end, how does this fit into then state standards? Because so many times when a new project comes around, the teacher wants to make sure, it's contributing to what I'm being evaluated on, and students need to learn. How does a project like this fit in?
This fits third grade perfect. So our science standard is about life cycles and learning about animals. So this is absolutely perfect. It was the perfect tie-in, because we're talking about how animals reproduce and how does it work and go through that. So this literally is the culminating thing. We look at pictures and we do stuff in the fall, and then in the spring we hatch these eggs and share them, and they just are mesmerized at what we talked about. They get to see it in real life and get to experience it and know that they just learn so much. They know when they go to the grocery store now why those eggs are what they're eating and why that. So, it's kind of amazing that we shared that with them.
Jennifer, thanks for taking the time with your class and allowing us to participate with them. Sorry about the part where we introduced broken pencils. I hope that can go away at some point, but they will remember it.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Jennifer Hancock, my guest, third grade teacher here at Mayfield Village Schools. We're just outside of Cleveland. This is a project of the Ohio Soybean Council and Soybean Checkoff.